Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Majestix Heroclix Podcast. If you like our content, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. If you're interested in learning more about Bronze Age and the Majestix Open Series, please check out our Open Series website. Also, if you want to learn more about Heroclix strategies, tactics, and top lists from the game's top players, please visit the Majestix Apex Insiders website. Lastly, if you're looking for Heroclix singles, please visit our eBay stores. All the links for everything I just talked about is below in the description. My name is Jeff, and as always, my co-host Patrick.
Hello, everybody.
Today, we are joined by Emilio Gutierrez. He is the most recent 2020 Winter Trial winner at the Majestix store. He also 2018 qualifier winner, 2018 Invitational top 4, and the 2019 Fall 1K top 8.
With
so
Vulture.
He is quite the laundry list of achievements there.
And he's also the number 5 ranked on our list.
Ooh.
He was barely hanging on. Now he solidified his spot.
Yeah. Well, he took a little hiatus break, but
wanted to give everybody a chance, right?
Yeah, it came back and was like, "Hey guys, I'm still here."
I know. I'm solid. Not number 3 and up yet, but I feel like I can hold myself.
There you
Well,
go,
you also play different things.
That helps. Yeah.
Well, only power plant though.
Oh, of course.
It's power plant or bust.
Yeah.
Well, no. But he works his teams around the power plant. But there's only one other team that runs the power plant, and he's not playing it. So that's good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll talk about your take on Mojo later. But let's hear about the trial.
Oh, okay. So like round by round.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And we'll go what you play first, so everybody knows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I played a weird, like a kind of mix of things. Like I was practicing a different team earlier in the week, but like in all the games I practiced with it, like I didn't believe in it. You know that feeling when like when you trust your team.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling that like at all. So
What was it?
I went back to the drawing board and like I was like, well, what do I like about it? And I liked Infinity a lot. And then I went back to like, well, what did I play last that I felt was good about? And then what have I been wanting to play? See if I could mix and match things in. So I ended up playing Lydia Mallard because I've been really wanting to try a Lydia team, but I could never play her like on theme because every time I try to work it out, I'd always end up like the end result would be like your slate team. And I'm like, well, I don't want to like play the slate team because like I don't own most of it.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Or I'd end up with like a retail shredder team or whatever. I'd be like, well, I think a lot of people know
like what Richard played. Kind of like what Richard played.
Kind of like that, exactly. Like what I think Heroclix played a White Lantern version of it.
Right. Oh yeah, with the Bizarro Green Arrow.
Yeah, Bizarro Green Arrow, Mini Shredder, Carnage, etc. And like I kept coming back there, so I always put Lydia on the side. But this time I was like, well, maybe I can play without theme. I have like a fuck ton of extra points left over, so I'll see how it goes. So I ended up with Vulture Prime, Lydia Mallard, Infinity as like the base, and then everything else is just kind of decorated around that. And here's like why I really like Infinity, because like obviously I like the power plant first, and that's the one I want to use. And Infinity is really complemented by the power plant. Like literally every ring, Infinity can abuse the shit out of. Like she'll get the free smoke cloud, -2 speed range on whoever they have, and she already has her passive -1 speed range. So whoever she drops a smoke cloud on from 12 range away will get -3 speed range.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
good,
really
good luck on your charge or run shot.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like because
Just moving in general. Jesus.
Yeah, like when I was playing against Ryan Nelson's Super Scroll Sapphire Battery a couple events ago, I put it down on him, and his Super Scroll could only like running shot 2 and shoot up 3, and like it couldn't get anywhere, and it was like that kind of
so
move,
sad.
It doesn't like score you points, but it makes their job a lot harder, right?
Yeah.
The smoke, it's -2 speed and range, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's -1 speed and range.
Mm-hmm.
So -3.
Yeah, so -3 collectively. It's like what the Thanos Copter does, but for less points and less vehicle. I guess.
Yeah.
No, but
you
it's a
don't have
good
to
way to
play
give you
Thanos.
some breathing room to get what you need set up.
Exactly, and like what and then it complemented Vulture because after you burn a ring on Vulture, his 9 speed charge turns into 5, and then the ring is 6, and then infinity gives it 7. So they're all like kind of like helping each other out. The only oddball out was kind of Lydia, which I learned throughout the day.
Yeah.
Because Lydia didn't synergize with anything else. It's just like I had
Nothing.
etc.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to try her out.
Yeah.
And then everything else is just kind of like ID cards. Sorry, I'm like looking this way because that's where I have my build.
Oh no, that's fine.
But like it's like Doc Ock arms, obviously for Vulture, Joker canister to get an extra 1/1 on Vulture.
What's the Battle Fury?
And the Battle Fury, of course, and then Wesley and Big Tony to just perplex Vulture up. So between the canister, burning a ring, Tony and Wesley, Vulture can get to +3 attack damage, and the +2 speed comes from the ring and infinity.
Yeah.
And then we'll have the sidestep, maybe the double sidestep.
Right.
Yeah. So I have all the range, and then the IDs came down to what did I have left over? So I was, I wanted to play Green Arrow because obviously like that's a good hit, but nobody's fucking 80 points. Lydia Mallard, like I got so annoyed that she was 79 points.
You know what? She could have easily been 2 Ultron drones.
She could have. I really wanted to play Lydia.
Yeah.
I think that's
no,
what
but I'm like, like going forward, if you do something like that, 2 drones helps because now you can call in Green Arrow, you can call in Nick, you call whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with Infinity's free place, it's really easy to get stuff to poof out for the ID. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was Zatanna ID because Zatanna was actually the last change I made. It was originally going to be the Stark Tower map for the prob, but then I didn't want to win map because if I won map with it,
then
I
you get
the fucking map, and I don't want to play on that map because it hinders Vulture so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just changed Zatanna. Just like, okay, if I ever find a turn where I can like drop 2 actions to get a prob down, that's when I'll get my prob in. But other than that, like Vulture's swinging like a 13, 14 attack, so like it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Right.
Hawkeye was just to complement the Vulture thing because obviously like he helped him out to 9 range, 14 4 squares on the running shot, and then you burn the ring. It's a 12 attack. It's like you can't say no to it. Like really, if you can call him out. Hulk. It's one of the most. I think Hulk. It might be the idea I've played the most, like just in the format, just because it's so reliable, low points, 13 attack, 5 damage, Quake with knockback, and then Iceman IDs because I had 3 points left over, and that's the one I have. I don't own a Cyclops.
Also, randomly, that Hulk is actually pretty big because it's +1 attack charge as the inspiration, which actually matters if they like hit you off of your charge.
Which actually came into play in
yes, it did.
my top 4 match. I got to inspire charge.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then my maps were Amok Time, obviously Vulture's like favorite map. Gotham Waterfront because I was just scanning through maps before I left, and I was like, well, this is open enough that Hawkeye can still shoot and Vulture can still fly across, and Genosha just for the closer starting areas.
Yeah.
Right.
And then like I guess what. We had 11 players for the trial, and it was 3 rounds cut to 4, and then obviously there's going to be just like the density of top play like good players.
Yeah.
So like every round you're going to be playing somebody pretty strong. So you went Rob round 1, right? And he let you take the ring.
Yeah, we didn't know how that worked.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, I'll take the ring. Rob's like, okay.
We were like,
so why did you do it?
How it worked out, and then
after their game was over, so after Rob had won, I go, by the way, Rob, if you win the map, you don't have to let him take it. Oh, really? Like, yeah, because you choose all the order of operations. Oh, so I can let him take it before I put the ring in construct. Yes. Okay. But yeah, that game was a close game, right? Like,
not really. No,
I thought you disintegrated the thing.
I did, but it was after I was already down by like 200 points.
Oh, okay.
I only had Lydia left, and like, okay, so that game I had a plan, but I misplayed the shit out of it because I was like, okay, he's gonna take 1 damage, and then he's gonna knock back into the wall and take 2 penetrating damage because the impact beam, and that'll put him in space to get KO'd next turn. So I planned it out. I moved my squares. He roll. I go in there. I hit the attack, and then that's when I realized that like. Oh, he's only going to knock back 1 square because I'm only doing 1 damage. So that threw everything off. I was like, oh, I guess this is how it is. That's where the rest
so
of
this is how I die.
Yeah, I was like, well, everything went exactly as planned. It's just the rules didn't go exactly as planned.
Yeah. Oh man, that's rough.
Yeah, so it was. We played it out. Like Rob's a cool guy, so he's like, all right, well, this is how it goes. I'm like, all right, let's do it. So the next, he spent a couple turns like just killing my dudes because Vulture got neutered pretty early. Infinity. I didn't realize how Magneto's Force Blast with his Pulse Wave worked.
Yes.
That was dope as shit. Like he did that, and I was like, holy shit! Like I easily could have prevented this just by positioning everybody away from a wall.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be in the middle.
yeah, because like me as a player, like I have a natural tendency to just like keep formation with my team.
Yeah, right.
Keep everyone together, and like energy explosion is like my worst like enemy. But
yeah, that's a thing.
And like I was basically left with like it was Lydia at least, and then maybe Big Tony, but I don't even think Big Tony was there. So Lydia, at the beginning of my turn, he was just putting her off because he knew that she had a stop click, and she wasn't really gonna fight him.
Right.
So he ended a turn with Magneto double token in front of Lydia, and I was like, all right, this is where it goes. I equip Disintegration Beam. I'm already down by like 200 points, but I equip Disintegration Beam, roll it. He doesn't have a prob. I roll crits, which really made the match for me. So I crit hit with Lydia disintegrating the battery from Magneto, and everything was just gone. And then he came around and he just killed Lydia on his turn. So that was the game. But the story I'm always gonna tell is disintegrating the battery on a crit.
Yeah, I remember you called me over like, I disintegrated it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah. And I'm like, what's the score? What the hell?
Yeah, what's the score? Well, it's not as good as I want it to be.
Yeah. And then
does Lydia do equipments too?
No, it's only relics.
Okay. It's only relics.
Yeah, I have to pick.
It's only something from a resource, and if it's a relic, she gets it.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So if you take a construct, she won't get it. If you take an ID card from a teleporter, she won't get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is the what was round 2? Who was it?
Round 2 was against Christian Trujillo in the.
Oh yeah, Hulks. Oh yeah, Jesus.
Oof,
I did some work, man.
That was that was a really rough like opening game. Like we had maybe like three or four really intense turns, because he came in and I didn't realize, and like I positioned so that I was deliberately like giving him the first hit, right? Because I knew I wanted the second hit coming in, because since he can't KO Vulture can come in and just kind of sweep the team, right? But I didn't realize that
Harley.
Harley, when she does energy explosion, drops.
Here we go, Jeff. Energy explosion is enemy.
Yeah, like
+3 attack.
Dude, it was cool because he did the energy explosion and he tokened everybody, so that basically pushed his whole team.
No, but here's the thing: he tokened everybody except for Lydia, because Lydia wasn't in the EE, which was important because that's how I was able to pull it out of my ass.
Because you called out Hawkeye.
Because Lydia was able to.
Look, you still could have done it anyway because you could just Colossal Stamina Infinity, but yeah.
No, but that's the thing is I needed Infinity to attack as well. Because Hawkeye could only chip one on one of the Hulks. I can only outwin one Impervious. So Lydia calls in Hawkeye. Hawkeye, I outwit Impervious on the first Hulk. Hawkeye kills it, pings everybody else for 3 damage.
Yeah, basically hits everything.
Yeah, and then 1 damage on the other Hulk. And that 1 damage is important because it drops him from 18 to 17 defense. Right?
Yeah.
And that turn I equip Pen Blast on Infinity with a power plant. And that way when Infinity attacks, Infinity gets 11 attack because of the power plant, and I only need 6s to hit the Hulk. And that means that Infinity's 3 or 4 damage, split among 2 targets, can kill that Hulk and kill something else.
Yeah, that's really good.
So it kind of needed to work out like that, for it to all go down in that way. But the real cool thing about Christian's like I love playing against him because afterwards he'll always talk about the game. So we went down like every path of like what we could have done differently and how it would have played out. Because he's like, maybe I should have tanked you. Yeah. And like, yeah, like maybe you could have, but this and this would have happened. Like I don't remember all the different like permutations that we went through, but it really like came down to like this matchup was hard for you, and I don't know what else he could have done to like make it better. But it really came down to like me landing those attacks with Hawkeye. Like it was hitting 6s, which I don't like to do because like you play this game long enough, you don't trust 6s. Of course. You know? Yeah.
See, Jeff, that's my protege right there, man. He knows. He knows. 6. When people say I only need a 6, the actual answer is I need to hit a 6.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
The difference is in like there's I remember playing at the 1K that was in I think last summer. It was when Hobbit was there. And he was watching me and Justin Harrington play, and I was like, I needed a 5, and I was like getting nervous. He's like,
yeah,
dude, like 5 is like clear days for me. I was like, dude, nah, man.
Exactly. Trained you well.
Yeah, like I could need 4s, and like
exactly.
You never trust your dice completely. You know?
So you gotta do everything you can.
Hey, anything but a crit miss, right? That's the way we
exactly.
roll dice.
Basically, yeah, it's like anything but a miss, and I better have a prop backup.
Yeah.
Shit, right? Yeah. Yeah. If I crit miss back to back, you get it. You deserve that, sir.
Yeah, exactly. So, you do everything you can,
Yeah.
Yeah, so you won that game, and then round 3 you played against Stats.
Yeah, that was rough.
That was
That was the Vulture Machine did everything it had to do perfectly.
He gave him he really wanted to, so Chris Stats was playing the Groot lock Dr. Lock Phoenix Force thing, right? With Mr. Death. And so obviously they really want to give you Leslie so you can take it. But against Vulture, that's the last thing you want to do. Because those Walking Woods are just fueling the charges. Yeah.
That made my life a lot. And then he sidestepped them up too.
Yeah. Like he moved one. He moved one like he actually moved 4 squares up so that you were able to hit that first one and then just like daisy chain it all the way down.
Exactly. Like
and you needed like 3s to hit everybody.
Like coming up to this week, he was talking about wanting to put Mjolnir on the team because that gives Death like extra range with the movement and everything, because she gets like extra squares. But I was telling him like, dude, like it takes too long to set up. Yeah, and he got thrown off because the starting areas didn't let him place lock in on Death next to each other.
He picked the map too.
Yeah.
I was like, why'd you pick this map?
Yeah.
I thought I could.
Yeah,
it's like, well,
we play all the time, so I was giving him shit about it. I was like, dude, this is exactly why you don't fucking do this.
Yeah.
This is why you don't do Mjolnir. And
that was it was over what, turn 3? Turn 2?
Turn 3. Yeah, no, turn 2. My turn 2. Because he went first.
So, yeah, that's right. It was turn 1. He did his thing. Your turn 1, you sidestep up. Turn 2, he calls over, does the poison thing, and then his turn 2, Vulture comes out.
Yeah.
And then the whole team is dead.
It was like I felt fucking terrible too, because like my last hit on Death that was to end the game, he had senses and that was like his only hope, and like Vulture crit. So like he didn't even get to roll senses.
Dang, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah. But he would have had to roll it like 3 times because you had those charges set up.
Exactly, I had like 4 charges by the time it got to him. Like he had. Yeah. That was the only way. Yeah. But
Yeah, and then
just
top 4 was
just enough time to hit Mercy.
So I know the top 4 was it was Steve, Richard, Emilio, and Rob. So Emilio was matched up with Richard, and Richard's playing Lydia Mini. So they're both playing. It's funny. They're both playing Lydia, and they're both playing Power Plant.
We took the same ring.
It was funny, dude. Yeah. So Richard picks Underground Caverns, and he spends quite a bit of time trying to tick up the Gamma Bomb, trying to disarm it.
Yeah.
And then you're just kind of. I like how Emilio set up with the Meta Rearranger so that Mini can't get inside. So he walled off the entrance. So there's only one possible side you can go to, but if you go through there's a Leslie Evans blocking. So he comes up and he calls in Green Arrow and.
Oh, it was before I did that. I set that up because he called in Green Arrow.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, this Jeff. Let me tell you, this game was full of misplays. All right.
Okay.
On both sides.
We'll wait until the end.
Hey, well, we know Richard plays loose. Come on.
No, but we'll wait. We'll wait until the end where Emilio really Rube Goldberg machined himself instead of just instead of going a straight line. He does the Michael J. Fox opening scene from Back to the Future.
Hey,
it's
for show, right?
So his opening move, his opening attack was he called in Green Arrow because he had a good angle on Vulture, which I could have entirely prevented, and he hit Vulture for 5 or 4 or 5.
It was 4.
It was 4. So he put Vulture right off the charge.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
It's sidestep only.
Yeah. And he didn't. But the thing is, he didn't get the points. So after he did that, Green Arrow went away. It was my turn. I was like, okay, well, he called out Green Arrow and he burned a ring. That's 7 points for me. I'm technically up.
And the Gamma Bomb is still ticking down.
Exactly, and the Gamma Bomb. So if I give that enough time, I might be able to score points.
Because all the Retaliators are in the back. He has like what, 5 of them in the back? 5 or 6.
Carnage, Groot, Surtur. Yeah.
So he had 5 in the back, like all trying to disarm the bomb.
Oh my god, yeah.
So he could just wait, right? You just wait. Because
especially since Groot only had 2 movement because Infinity, so Groot was gonna take forever to get there.
Oh god, yeah.
Just not enough time, dude. Not enough time.
Yeah, so I started matter rearranging, like Pat said, I started matter rearranging myself in, and it turned into like this whole like, I don't want to like, I feel like it's bad to play like this because
there comes a point where it's okay.
Well, I mean, like there's a chance you lose though, right? If you you just come out there.
Yeah, not because of like BM or anything, but because Mini Shredder still has like 8 speed. 8 speed or something after
it's 6 plus sidestep 8, right?
Yeah, 6. So even if I turns to block it off completely, that means that Mini has 20 or 16 squares plus the turn to clear to get to me, which is definitely enough space. So I was like thinking it out. I was like, I don't think I have like that kind of space. And Pat pointed this out to me afterwards. And there was a time where I could have just vultured across the map. And I just didn't fucking see it. So I took the long way. Mini got to me.
Yeah.
I took the long way. I was like counting it out.
You spent so much time trying to figure out how to get to Mini. How you did all the math. I'm like, you could just do this.
It's so stupid because I planned it out that I needed to hit 2 6s and I could have one-shotted Mini. Like I could have killed it, comes back to life, and I kill it again. But I started that. And I called in Hulk, inspired charge for Vulture,
and +1 attack too.
And +1 attack, but it was already maxed out.
Yeah,
but,
you're already maxed out.
Vulture swung in, missed the 6 on the first flurry.
You're like, well, great.
Got the second one, which means I got to kill it, and it brought it back. And I put the Mini in the corner with Big Tony.
Nobody puts Mini in the corner.
the Hulk call in and Wesley Crusher, and put him next to all of them. That way, even if he got the breakaway to sidestep, he's got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So it basically he had to punch with Mini, and then on my turn, I was able to
kill him.
I was able to kill it, but like it after I did that, and after the game, I was like, oh, like I could have just matter rearranged the way back to clear and charged all the way around.
Because there were walking woods in the way that could have fed Vulture's charge, and he could have made it all the way to the back line.
Yeah, I had the canister on him and everything. Everything was ready to go.
It was a 13 attack, so all the walking woods where you needed a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Yeah,
I don't know, man. That's pretty rough odds.
All the way around.
It would have, and you did it. I would have gone here. And the 3 Carnages are 16 defense too, right?
Exactly.
So that's even more.
God.
Yeah, dude. And this is after Vulture got hit.
Jeez.
Yeah, so if you're gonna obviously I haven't played against a Vulture team yet, but I feel like if you're gonna kill him, you need to kill him.
Yeah,
especially if you can.
That's kind of one of the things when like I always say, if you're gonna make an attack, make sure you kill something, because if you spend points to do that and you don't kill something, you're gonna be losing. Like that's what he did. He called in and he's like, well, now I got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So he hastily called in Firestorm, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he missed a few attacks, called in Firestorm, and that was the misplay that cost him the game.
Yeah.
Is that I was able to get 40 points off Firestorm.
Yeah, that was huge because he didn't need to do it because he would have been up on points because he had rolled 2 shape changes on you.
Yeah.
So Hawkeye couldn't do anything.
Yeah, because I called Hawkeye just to get some chip damage in, and Hawkeye didn't do shit. He missed all the attacks on Hawkeye, which were already bad for him, but then using those misses to bring in Firestorm brought in a 40-point liability.
Yeah. So during last round, he calls in Iceman, perplex, burn, whatever, and just takes a shot. Misses Groot, hits a Firestorm. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It was rough, but Pat was telling us after the match, there were a lot of different points where that could have swung in either direction had both of us been playing our most optimal game.
Yeah.
And
it's micro decision.
It was funny, man. And I remember Richard going, you're not gonna have time because I'm gonna for the Gamma Bomb.
Yeah.
Because he was gonna wipe your team.
Yeah, and I was like,
and he didn't get to do it.
Yeah, I was like, sure, man. Like,
yeah,
I still got pieces on the board. I still got action tokens. I still got dice. We'll see.
And you still need to hit, dude. You still need to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the big ones was he thought it was done, right? So one of the main mistakes I think he did was he retailed with Surtur, and he colossal stamina push to try to kill. He hit somebody. Oh, Infinity, right?
Yeah.
And that was pretty bad because he could have kept Surtur alive, let Emilio hit Surtur, then retail again.
Yeah.
Or even just like it makes me spend an action on on a team that's already limited on actions.
And then even then he called in Groot and he thought he was just gonna wipe him because Groot was gonna hit and then Walking Wood comes and just kills all the Pogs, kills like the Big Tony and Busted Crusher. But Groot missed. Groot missed, and then oh crap, and then like it was like okay, I gotta call in Firestorm now because I missed everything. I'm like, well,
that's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
it was good though because I did make a comment like, well, it's not a game until you both miss, and you guys are both missing left and right. So this was a good game. It was a really good game because I couldn't tell. Like at first I thought. I was like, oh, Emilio's winning. Oh, then now Richard's winning, and then Emilio's winning, and then Richard's winning, and then like, but it all hinged on whether they hit something or didn't. So I thought you were up again, and then he goes double shape change. I'm like, well, now it's going to be the other way. And then Richard missed. Like, okay, well, now it's the other way. And then his Walking Wood missed you, right? He missed his flip.
He was because Hawkeye was left on the board, which should not have been the case.
Yeah, the Walking Wood missed the flurry, and I was like, okay, well, now it switched. The pendulum swung the other way now. Like, so geez. It was good, man. And then, dude, we have to add the points. We have to like add it like 5 times.
Yeah, we brought out calculators.
Over and over and over. And so if you kill Firestorm, he wins by like 8 points or 6 points or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was a 3-point game. It came down to 165, 168.
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right, because you have to burn a couple rings to do the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, if he had let that Gamma Bomb go off, he could have got 5 more points. That's bad advice.
And then he loses like 50 in the back.
Yeah.
Tomato, right?
Yeah.
So how did the final round go?
Final.
That was
rematch against Robert, right? Because you lost in the first.
Took the ring that time. Damn.
Yeah. Everybody goes, "You let me take the ring?" No, it's okay.
He won when he let me took it. So
yeah, that's true.
That's the status quo, so we're just gonna follow that.
Yeah, I was actually looking back on that game like later, and I think my first play, which I did mostly for the memes, it actually paid off a lot better than it should have. Because you know how the Stark Tower map is, right? Like it's like Iron Man's mouth is here, and then like there's that bottom part, and it's like there's wall, and then there's blocking, and there's one square diagonal. So my opening turn, because he went first, he moved Sinister and Magneto down the side. And what I ended up doing was I matter rearrange a clear space there into blocking. Just to like, I'm going to make this marginally harder for you to get to me. Right? Because I was like, oh, he can just fucking break it. Right? Like,
yeah.
That's one where actually has to spend. But he actually doesn't spend the action breaking it. Because I think he has to spend, because Infinity's -1 speed makes it so that he didn't have the right speed on Magneto's running shot to get to me with the pulse wave.
Yeah.
So he has to spend an action moving Isaac up to perplex.
That was huge.
So there's all these little things coming together.
That micro decision, because he could have used it to power action make a guy.
Yeah.
Come up. Mm-hmm. Instead, now that's one less guy to worry about.
Yeah, or even just using Sinister to break the blocking.
Right.
Because since he didn't want to waste the action doing that for whatever reason, he had to have Magneto fly up to the elevated, right?
But
and
the
pull
ledge
from on top of the elevated.
It has to be the ledge.
Yeah, and this time I was smart enough to place all my guys away from the blocking, so he can only get 1 damage in on everybody. But that actually helped because it let me do the strategy I wanted to do in game 1. Because my next turn, I put the impact beam on Vulture.
Yep.
Move Vulture to the top, sidestep, and I didn't even bother attacking, even though maybe I could have gotten extra chip of damage in on it. But I didn't want to risk the dice. But Vulture force blasts Magneto down with impact beam, and because it's impact beam, Magneto takes 3 for falling. And that Magneto's not used to taking damage, So taking 3 at once was a big deal. And I didn't kill it till the last turn, but a lot of that game was like, Pat, you might have to fill me in on this because a lot of that game is a blur for me because I was just kind of in the moment.
Well, he did miss a plethora of attacks.
Yeah. Like, I survived my guys a lot longer than they should have. Yeah. But he was
like, you both missed a bunch of attacks.
Mm-hmm. We were both losing stuff like what's it called? We were both losing like a little bit of health at a time.
Yeah, but no one was dying.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I had all my pieces on the board at the end of the game, or most of my pieces on the board at the end of the game. They were just
Magneto missed his follow-up pulse wave.
Mm-hmm.
Tri-Sentinel missed the retail pulse wave. And then I think Mr. Sinister missed an attack. So
yeah, it was pretty rough all around.
And then Hawkeye, of course, did Hawkeye things, missed his attacks.
Missed the first one. The first one too, right? I didn't even get the chip with Hawkeye.
You did nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you just weren't doing anything, and you guys were basically like pinging each other with like impact beam here. He's like pulse waving here. No, he actually only connected on one pulse wave. Well, there was another pulse wave he did hit, but only hit like one guy.
Yeah,
like,
he did.
I think he only hit because he even missed Wesley because Wesley's defense was too high. Can you believe that?
Oh yeah, that's right. That there was that other big one where he managed to miss his guy, which was good for him.
Yeah,
but he missed everybody else.
He missed because if he hits Magneto is gonna die basically.
Yeah, and he would have given me those points.
Or, not Magneto. He was gonna hit Sinister. Sorry, if he hit Sinister, Sinister was gonna die because if the bomb goes off, Sinister takes one, and then he's on the last click. He's dead.
Oh yeah, like the bomb got to like that was the last major decision of the game. Is that
disarm it?
Yeah, whether or not because he had Sabretooth in the back outside of the bomb. It's his own bomb too. His own bomb's gamma bomb range. He had Sabretooth all the way in the back, and the bomb was gonna blow off at the end of his turn, like going into my turn, and he knew all of my guys are low on health. Right, but Magneto was also low on health. I mean, Magneto's 50 points for that, 4 points for the ATA, 25 for the Possessor, and Isaac was in the range too. Isaac wasn't going to get out because of Infinity's -1 speed. He was legit like one square away from.
But the thing is, with the Isaac, he did it right. He pushed Isaac onto the stop click
to get the dudes.
But more importantly, it gives him imperv, so he can't die to the gamma bomb.
Oh, I thought he was gonna die to it. Shit.
No, because the stop click is imperv.
Oh fuck! I had no idea.
Right? That was huge.
So
number 2, because you didn't hit Mr. Sinister, he would have only taken 1, and he still lives.
Yeah, and that's why Hawkeye needed to hit Sinister.
That's why, and then you just missed. And of course, his like Tri-Sentinel would have died, Magneto would have died, all the Pogs would have died. But in return, I think the only thing that's live on your side would have been Lydia.
It would have been Lydia, just Lydia.
Because I think Rob even said he forgot that Infinity took 1 damage from the pulse wave. Because he thought she wasn't going to die from the gamma bomb.
Yeah, he
got the 3 damage. So because of that, he decided, I'm going to roll to see if I can disarm it. And he disarmed it.
He got the 6, which all he needed was really a 4 or 5. But
right, just push it back, right. But he disarmed it, and it was done. And then it came down to basically, what, you needed to hit a 9?
Yeah, I needed to hit a 9, because like my only play from there was Infinity to double target Magneto and Tri-Sentinel.
Yeah, and you could have triple targeted
if I did Electro Blast, right?
You had Electro Blast, but there was no one to target, I think.
Yeah. I think
oh, you could have hit Mr. Sinister, I guess.
Maybe it wouldn't gotten me any points, and it was last turn, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's right because he's still 2 right.
But yeah, it basically came down to like, all right, I need 9s, and I called in Zatanna just in case I had the problem because, but I got really lucky and I hit 10s.
Yeah, and boom, and got both, and just both dead.
Yeah, geez, there you go.
Yeah, rough roll, especially after all the misses throughout the whole game on both sides.
It was like those are the kind of games I like to watch because if everyone just hits what they're supposed to hit, the games are kind of quick because that means everything goes to plan.
Yeah,
but it's
really
when
your skill to player.
Yeah, so your adapt. So this is one of the things that I think a lot of people don't realize in the game is the adaptability skill that someone needs for when things don't go according to plan, and you have that. Like you adapt like really Like when I watch you, when that happened to Green Arrow, when you got Green Arrow, you're like, what the hell do I do? And then you like, oh, I think I got this, and you came up with a plan. And then against Rob, like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And then, oh, okay, you came up with a plan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like your adaptability, and obviously you got to put yourself in a position to get lucky.
Yeah.
If that is the case, and to Rob's credit, he didn't even flinch when he missed all those attacks.
Yeah. No,
I was waiting for him to like give some kind of expression.
Yeah.
Nothing. I was like, you can't tell if he's winning or losing. That's a true poker face.
Yeah.
Stone cold.
And he even said at the end, you know what? I lost on the last attack when you needed a 9. I'll live with that.
Yeah. No,
that means he did everything that he felt he did to make it hard for you, right?
Yeah. No, he entirely did. Like he did it in the first game. He did it in our finals match. Like he's done it every time we played against each other. Yeah. Like I feel like I've played against him in a lot of top cuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you guys also have good games. You guys are like it's like a breath of fresh air to watch you guys. Like you and Richard play, you and Rob play, where it's like there isn't sass going back and forth. It's just you guys are just playing and having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. Sometimes I get really cringe. Like I get very cringy when I hear people get sassy back and forth, because then it's like now it gets awkward.
Yeah.
When I hear some people, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But are you gonna? Oh, so just something to note. Check this out, Jeff. Emilio's team has no retaliators. Rob's team has no ID cards.
What?
They both made it to the finals, right? Isn't it like that like the definition of like a format like this, where everybody's just retals and IDs?
Dude, yeah. Either it's IDs or retals.
So that shows that you don't need it.
This is true.
Yeah, you need really good dice rolls, and you need to know how to position and play well. It's the most important thing.
Dude, it's
this is true. Yeah. And +2 perplex to your attack.
Yeah,
dude. Yeah, everything Emilio is like so every time it's like a 13 or 14 attack every time that I'm listening to.
Yeah.
To like,
he's like, so I'm +3 to my attack, +3 to my damage, you know.
It's like, okay, well, cool. He knows it. He's a 14.
All right, like, let me tell you, like the first thing I noticed when I came in is that no one's fucking playing Nighthawk, and that made me so relieved. It's like I hated playing against Nighthawk.
Shane wasn't gone by the wayside a little bit, but he's still one of the top played figures.
No, he's popular, or he's good enough to like stay like you can't forget about him.
Right.
Yeah.
If you don't have a plan, or if you don't have a way to get around him, then it could be hard. Definitely.
Yeah. Nighthawk's fucking solid, but yeah, that was the event. It was a good time.
So, next stop, Newark.
Yeah, I want to. I came up with a team. I'm gonna, or like a good base for a team.
Okay.
I'll figure out the rest of it out, and get the pieces for it, because there's a really important one I don't have yet.
Ooh, spoiler.
Yeah.
You let me know if you can't find it all.
Spoiler. Only if you give me a spoiler.
Oh, like on what I'm building?
Yeah.
Well, it's a power plant again, obviously.
Oh wow.
But I need obsidian. That's the one I'm missing.
Which
one?
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to trade them out for it. So.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, not like probably not 1-for-1, but like I'll have like a wants list or something. Oh, did Pat freeze, or is it me that's frozen?
I still hear you. I think Pat froze.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right. So again, I hope to see you in March.
Yeah.
And thank you, buddy.
Yeah, of course. Good seeing you again, Jeff. Right. And whenever Pat comes back, tell him I said bye.
Will do. Talk to you soon, buddy.
All right. See you later, Jeff. See you, Pat.
Take it easy. Bye.
Well, I just want to thank Emilio for coming on. My Skype is acting up. Always is. But so, you want to bring up the rock page to highlight.
Is that what?
It's
I never can remember.
It's like play-rock.
It's rock.ionsweets.com.
Something like that, whatever.
Or sweets. It's not sweets, because if I put an S in, it won't find it.
So we have, we talked about the Hall of Fame for Heroclix.
Daniel Joines.
It's going to be in the headquarters and everything is going to be in Alabama, Lucky Dice. But
oh, nice.
There's gonna be like a
little display case.
Yeah, and so the first one they did up there is Daniel Joines. So I guess just bring up. I don't know if they have this. Do they have a picture of him on there? So this is if anybody is on Realms, he's Morand, Morand. But yeah, that's him. I think this is the 2013 one. Yeah, this is 2013 where he rolls infinite super senses on Eddie for the win. But Daniel
nice.
Joins is an old school player playing for a long time. He kind of plays like every now and then right now, but not like at the high level anymore.
Yeah, he said he retired from casual or from competitive and just like more of a casual player.
Yeah, and he won. I recorded. If you look on our YouTube page, anybody who's listening, there is a recording of the World Championship match in 2011 between John Rowe and Daniel Joins. That's the only footage of that of that game, and that was when Nightcrawler was the top thing, and he was playing Nightcrawler Metron, and the other guy was playing it's Nightcrawler Metron Nurse from Web of Spider-Man and Arkham Asylum, and then the other guy, John Rowe, was playing Metron Kid Zoom Nurse.
Okay.
And each have Gem of Cyttorak. And one, Kid Zoom was supposed to be good because Kid Zoom, he's the only one that can use hypersonic speed, so Nightcrawler won't be able to do his thing. But you still got to fight Nightcrawler, that 19 defense. He ended up winning. That game was quick. It was like maybe 15 minutes long.
Damn.
Minutes max, because it's only two guys, and like what they ended up doing was they just ran up and they started pulse waving each other. Right?
Gotta love it, right?
Yeah. And he ended up winning that. Yeah, it's on there. It's like one of the first videos I put up from 2011.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. We should probably highlight that at some point. But then he followed it up in 2013 with a win, which is what this picture is right here that you see. He played the Heroes for Hire team. So he's the kind of guy that plays like the top team. He's like Matty G before Matty G.
Hey.
Whatever the top team was, he would play it and make whatever tweak he needed to. But back then there wasn't that much because there's no IDs, no like extra. There's like, there's like less of it, but there's more resources, I guess. Yeah. But he played Scarlet Witch, Brother Voodoo, Ghost Rider with Heroes for Hire ATA, and then Bat Belt. And
it's that TK Yo-Yo team, right? With throwing Ghost Rider out.
Kind of, yeah, where he gets to run up and no. He just runs up and he just hits you. He's not. It's not like there's no bat signal or anything.
Okay.
He just runs up and then he can. He just hits for a lot because the Heroes Fire you can remove the token to give him any action for free. So normally it's like flurry. So he can move all the way up with his +1. So he moves like Ghost Rider. I think moves like 11 or 12. Moves up. He has 2 probs and a perplex with Scarlet Witch and Brother Voodoo. So they're mystical theme. And then he has Heroes for Hire back then before the watch list came out. Was you remove the Heroes for Hire token, so you get one Heroes for Hire token for every person. That's using that ATA. So he's only one, so he gets one. But you can remove it to do any action as free.
Oh, geez.
So then he would do flurry. But what they would do in the beginning was you would put him onto. I mean, you could do an action free, but I believe you have to do it. You have to be able to use it. You just say you can use. You need to have flurry basically. So basically, what they do is you would double action into the +2 flurry, I think. Yeah. And then he would run across, and that's +2 stats. He run across, and he has what's the Pseudosaurs, which gives him Battle Fury super strength. Yeah. So he runs up. He can either exploit for 7, or he can flurry for 6.
That's the thing.
If you want to perplex, it could be 7. So he's like basically killing things in one shot.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
So that's what he won with. He was playing against a similar team. It was like I think he had Batmite instead, but it's still the same shell of like Ghost Rider and Scarlet Witch, and then he would just Batmite back after Ghost Rider runs across. But he ended up. I remember he had to roll a bunch of super senses to make the miss, and he did. But yeah, so he was he won it twice. 2011, 2013. He came back again and played in 2014. He played a handful of times after, but then he just stopped. But to be able to do it twice, shit. The
Yeah,
field was
it's
tough
impressive.
too, because that time there was a lot of BS going on with team bases and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Team bases.
I've only heard the rumors of team bases of how nasty they can be.
If you ever want to try it out,
Dude, yeah, no, I'd love to be on the receiving end.
You're like,
just for shits and giggles, right?
I just want to
try
feel
anything
it
once, right?
just want to feel it once. Come on, baby. Show it to me.
Yeah, so congratulations to Daniel for being the first inductee into the 2020 Hall of Fame. And I look forward to hearing the next 4.
Yeah, they already announced, we just saw it before we started, but I wanted to at least prepare to talk about but
yeah,
like
talk about.
But like the fact that I feel like he is not as remembered or renowned just because he wasn't not part of like a major team. He didn't really travel to play in any other like rock events. But he just won 2 things. But then again, this was also before the Rock was a thing.
This is when still NECA owned, right? Or no,
right.
This is
no, this was still NECA was still it still owns, but
yeah. So NECA
he just wasn't.
Oh, before NECA, I meant. Sorry,
yeah. No, it was before Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, NECA came in 2010, so he won it in 2011, 2013. It was just
so
before
he won
Rock,
under the NECA era.
It was before all of the Rock and the Whiskets Open and all that stuff. So that's why he's kind of like almost forgotten. So it's he even said it's nice to know that people didn't forget me.
No, I personally have never heard of him.
Exactly.
Until this article. So no, it's like, super cool to hear about him.
Just like we have, how we say that our site is it's like a documented history of Heroclix when we have all the stuff, all the articles and all the top lists. This would be the same thing because now people get to know who he is. He's one of the top guys back then, and it's nice to see that. So, I guess next week we'll talk about the next guy. But
yeah, for sure. We'll do one per week.
Yeah,
we'll stretch it out.
So, because I think it's 1 per week anyway.
Yeah.
But there's some Whiskets Open this past week, right?
Yeah.
With cap set legal. Woo! Okay.
So
anything good? Anything new?
All right. Caleb Reddick won Carolina Comics in Lawton, Oklahoma with 18 players with a Cosmic +7 theme. Big surprise there. Astronomer, Trelane, Mr. Oz, Q, Dark Phoenix, Groot, Flora. Kind of the typical standard Cosmic team we're seeing nowadays.
What are his IDs? Did it say his IDs?
Yes, he ran a Rachel Summers Wanted, Magneto Wanted, an Iceman Student, Cyclops Student, and Jean Grey Student.
Okay. So it's basically like Isaac's team, right?
Similar, yeah.
Right, because he has it. You said Q, Trelane, Astronomer.
Yep, Mr. Oz.
Q, Trelane, Astronomer, Mr. Oz, and then Dark Phoenix.
Groot, Flora.
Okay, very similar to.
The Astronomer Trelane Q mix seems to be very popular.
I feel like if you want to do well in this format right now, you got to run a couple of those dice guys. Yeah,
that's what I've been seeing.
And you have prob backup. Not only do you have those dice to show, but you also have dice backup.
Yeah.
Prob backup. Sorry.
Exactly.
So, makes it very hard to hit.
The prob and the die manipulation is good. It's it's always funny to ask someone. So, are you done probbing?
I know. Oh no! Oh no!
I know, and they're like, "What do you mean?" They're like,
I know that's the worst, right? If they have like a 1 or 2 showing, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm done."
That's a thing.
Like I can't. Like I guess because like for me, I would rather have. I don't know. Would you rather have them use that die, or would you try to prob it to higher rolls? Right?
Yeah,
that's a tough one,
choice.
Isn't it?
It really depends on the state of the game and where you're at.
I feel like
And
you have a 2 showing. If you have a 1 or 2 showing, I think you just let him use it.
yeah,
Because think about it. If you roll 2 6s and you need a 7, like you need to roll 2 6s to get a 7, right?
yeah, that's rough, right?
Or
Unless
if you
you're
roll a 5
Emilio,
and a
you're trying to
6.
hit threes, then you're good, right?
Yeah, but like anything where if you need a 6 or 7
Yeah.
and you roll, I don't know, like a 3 and a 4.
Odds are not in your favor.
But the thing is, do you use it, right? So that it's just
Yeah.
gone. I don't know. I haven't
Yeah.
really played it enough to find out what it is, but what the right answer is. But that is interesting because I feel like you just got to get that. You got to get that 1 and 2 out of the way, man.
Yeah, because it's sitting there looming over you.
Yeah.
And all right, so what if you roll 2 1s?
Yeah.
Or, like you
they're
probably
not-
roll
yeah.
you roll a 1 and a 5,
Yeah.
right?
Or
You're
what if
like,
you just
"Fuck,
missed?
all right,
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
what if you just straight up missed?
exactly."
Then it's
So
still there, right? So I feel like you just let him use it.
yeah, I feel like statistically, I feel like the odds are worse to try and prob it, right?
Yeah, I feel it is. Same here.
Because
You're chancing yourself missing. Like you missing or rolling higher are it's like
Oh,
roll.
I lost.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. To roll high, for you to need to roll higher, I feel like that's a lower chance than you just taking that.
Exactly. So
I don't know. I guess we have to find that math. But or the other thing is to spam attack them.
exactly.
Have a
Yeah, if
walk
you have
and
like
swing twice.
If you have a swarm team or something, or
Yeah.
you're able to deliver out multiple attacks, or
You gotta,
like basically
what's
out action
the-
them.
You got to overload the manipulation, so they just
Yeah,
don't have
because
any
at least with Trelane, it's a power action
for him
to
to do it.
redo it. And
Yeah.
Q, I think, is just at the beginning of turn,
It's
right?
the beginning of the turn, yeah. So you can just like overload it and then boom, you got him.
Yeah, so there's ways around it, but you know.
Any other teams?
Yes. Justin Robinson won Goblin Games in Little Rock, Arizona with 15 players. He was playing a monster team plus 7. He was rocking 2 Wendigos, an Immortal Hulk,
There you go.
Mojo at 75, a Groot, Surtur, Carnage. He was playing the boxing ring with the symbiote. ID cards are Beast Student, Wolverine Faculty, Cyclops Student, Iceman Faculty, Jean Grey
What do you
Student,
feel about that? I feel like that
and
kind of
Bullstorm.
really strong. That's a really strong team.
I think that's it's basically minus some whales.
It's the same. So
Right.
basically, you change the 2 whales into Hulk, right?
Yeah.
I think that's better. I feel that's better because you get to call in bigger guys.
So,
right?
I was playing around with it, and I was doing double whales, and I didn't have Mojo. The theme wasn't as high. I think it was like a +6, but yeah, because I like the whales how they protect the Hulk. Like they can position him to where he can still call stuff out.
Instead of Mojo, you said?
Instead of Mojo, because they're huge flesh shields for him. They'll move him up. They're aggressive, right?
No, but I feel like you want Hulk to get hit.
Why?
Because he didn't. You get to trigger retail number 1, but number 2, he can.
Well, they're
like
gonna attack Hulk.
But if they get, you said they're gonna attack Hulk.
They have to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
then you don't need they don't need the whales because they're gonna have to hit him, and if they hit him, they're gonna hit him at least twice. No.
Well, they're supposed to hit him at least. Well, at least what? 6 times if you don't have a green arrow.
Right. Okay. So no, we're talking about modern. So.
Yeah. Well, green arrow's modern.
Oh yeah, you're right. I totally forgot. I'm just thinking ID card for some reason.
You can play a Gotham City team.
Yeah, but no. So like they hit him twice, he gets a charge.
Yeah.
He gets a charge flurry. That's that. On top of that, he gets to call in a guy after he flurried you.
Yeah.
That's huge. I think that's why I feel like you don't let you don't play the whales. You just run Hulk out there, let him get hit. If they leave him alone, then you call in a guy and then you wreck them because he's 100 points, so you can call in somebody.
This is true. Yeah, no, exactly. He's a solid Colin battery.
And if they hit him only one time, then now you're on what you call it? You're on the invincible stop, and then you can actually have somebody like if they so like they hit him, and they don't want to get retailed, so it's the guy that poofs. Well, then now you're up whatever 5 points or 3 points because they just poofed them and they got nothing, so they have to hit him a second. They have to hit him a second time. If they hit him a second time, he's gonna charge.
Yeah, no, he's coming after you.
And then here comes Surtur, right? Or here comes whatever. So I feel like a team like that might be strong, might be really strong. The main thing for me is because he's 100 points. I think that's
he's
God.
The epitomal ID point, right? Like 125 is optimal.
125 so you get that Magneto, but
100 point
in this format where you
doesn't get any better.
Storm?
Call in Storm, you can call in Colossal Iceman, you can call in
oh my God, and
everything under the rain.
Like the Storm on this is so gross because she can pulse wave the whole back line, and they all would take one.
Yeah, I've been looking at the Bounty Storm Asgardian Storm ID, and it's stupid. It's broken. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, you can't. That's why I feel like it's
because if you hit her at all, she just poofs, right?
She goes away, and then now you get retailed again.
Yeah, there's no way to score. So.
Yep.
Yeah, it's too good.
Any other interesting teams? I mean, that's a good one.
Stephen Grubbs won Space Cadets in Oak Ridge, North, Texas.
Yeah. Space Cadets,
yeah. Thanos at 160, Ultra Chase. Isaac, Prezacard, Mangog, and the Iron Avengers Assemble map with double Storm IDs.
So it's a Eternals team?
Minions of Thanos.
Oh, Minions of Thanos, sorry.
He also had the Soul Gem. So pretty standard Ultra Chase Thanos team. Heidi.
Anything else crazy?
Oh.
Anything else crazy?
Yes, from Taipei, Taiwan. I did not get the name of the first place person, but he was playing a Captain Marvel, Ultra Chase, Star Fox, Groot, Mr. Oz, Dark Phoenix, along with the Rachel Summers and Magneto ID. He had the Venom Harness and the Exospec.
Yes. Okay.
Cosmic +5. A little different.
But those are the four that. But I feel like if you're all just playing the same,
they all function the same way, right?
Yeah, you're all playing like the same.
The Astronomer team's a little different than this one because this is probably more.
But they all do the same. Like they all have retails. That's what I'm saying. They all have retails. They have a guy that can ID battery, and they have their support powers.
Exactly.
It's not like how Tyler's team kind of works, where he's just kind of run up on you and just attacks. So.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough.
Attacks.
It's already too much time. Unless you got
already.
Team.
Nope, that was it. So we kind of went over the trial, right?
So the trial, but wanted to mention we had 2 animal teams.
All right, I haven't seen the team sheets for this week yet.
Yeah, I said. Oh, you know what? I have them. I have all the data. I'll just send it to you.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, but I didn't update the last week, so we're gonna have to not do the most played stuff until next week.
Oh, I can talk about it. I have it.
Oh, okay. No, we don't have time.
Okay, that's fine.
But I did. There's some potential with that black battery though. I did see a Wendigo.
The Wendigos
heal 4 clicks in one go.
Yeah.
It was Alyosha moves, he attacks, heals 2, and then he's sidesteps, attacks, heals 2, so healed 4 clicks.
Jeez, that's really
with just 15 points. And then the other Wendigo comes over, moves, hits, heals 2 more. There's something there, man. There's something there. And now you got to deal with 2 Wendigos with like multiple stop clicks.
Yeah, there definitely was an uptick in the Wendigos showing up. So they're not going anywhere.
And then we're saying so Steve played he played Immortal Hulk with the red battery this time.
Okay.
It's the same stuff. We were almost there. He still had a Sabretooth on the team. Almost there.
Steve, I told you no constructs, no robots.
Still there. So close. It's still kind of the same. Like if you look at the actual construct team,
like
the Sapphire that he's playing, that's Undying. The team that he played with the red, that's kind of Undying. I mean, it is Undying, and then this one again is also Undying. So they're just variations of the same thing. Now the Sapphire construct team functions differently, but it's using the same stuff.
Yes.
Right, and then now this one's further, so maybe next time there's going to be even less. Maybe there's no more Sabretooth and it's just someone else.
Maybe he's going to play Deadman and Yellow Deadpool.
Yeah, but you have to play Darwin.
That's a thing.
Yeah, you can do it. That's only like. Well, that's only that's like 2.
Because how many actual figures in Bronze Age can deal out a 7 damage?
7? In one go.
In one go. There's not many.
No, it's tough. You would actually have to have a guy have 4 base damage and get them to 7. The only one that can even close to do that is Unimine.
I'm thinking TMNT Hulk as a call-in, right?
But you'd also have to pump him up somehow. Like you'd have to have like an object right there.
Ultra heavy or something.
Yeah, you gotta have right there. Yeah. So those are the kind of guys. I'm trying to think who else.
Like it would take some work.
Juggernaut can
7. Yeah,
he does. Yeah, he can do 7 because he has 4, and then he could get ultra. He has super strength? Correct.
I should know this. I think he does.
Because if he does, then yeah, he could definitely do it because he has.
He should
carry ultra.
It's fucking Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop me.
Immortal Hulk can do it if you get him on that click.
Yeah.
And he's like a 12 for 4, and then he just has a super strength. Bam.
Dang, what is it? Oh, was it Hulk? What do you call it? Venom Hulk.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You know what I haven't seen in this format for this season is a Venom Hulk. No one has played a Venom Hulk.
Mojo.
It's frustrating. Nope. No one has played a Venom Hulk.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I know.
It's just like people just don't have them.
I know. I don't know what to say.
It's tough, man.
The team's much better with the Venom Hulk. That's all I have to say. Get your Venom Hulks.
So the team idea I was telling you I was going to talk about was, I actually got this again from one of the Baragon brothers.
Okay.
He was playing a Shield theme with Steve Rogers, and he welcomed Gardner to the team. Right?
Nice.
Gardner, and he has Quake, the new Quake.
Mm-hmm.
So Gardner and Quake can both do their attacks like basically anywhere on the map within their range.
Oh my god! And
so
switch the sniper rifle.
Yes. So he went 2-1.
Nice. That's really good.
So it's actually a really good. And check this out, because he's playing the WWE. It's pretty genius. He's playing the WWE ring.
Okay.
So he goes in the ring. He can hit anywhere basically on the map with their like 13, because they're shield, right? So they can get like the range is like 13.
Shield pump. Oh my god.
Right, with the range, right? Because they're in the WWE ring and they're making a close attack, they can prob it.
That's really good. That's smart.
But you're hitting their starting zone, and you have prob on your side. It's nice.
Can't see you.
Yeah, it's pretty
good.
cool. I believe he was playing Indigo Battery, so they couldn't even see him.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. He went 2-1. I think he only lost to Steve.
Okay, nice.
Because it's hard to get through that when they're just like running up on you.
Yeah. And yeah, Steve's a good player.
Yeah. He had a really good game also against like Steve and Rob had another epic game. The Gown Bomb went off, and like I think Rob won like 60-45 or whatever.
Okay, nice.
But because they're both playing teams that are hard to kill. But yeah, man, I like that idea of the shield thing because also because it's a new idea.
Yeah. So like on the Labyrinth map, the Yu-Gi-Oh map, that's really good because that's you can traverse it, but it's not very easy to get through.
Right.
So they can hide on the other side of walls and just start.
Mm-hmm.
I like
start
that.
quaking. Yeah. So that's That's one, and that's why he was asking for it too.
Yeah, no, it's a good map.
But yeah, I think that's cool. We'll see who else can. Obviously, Vulture's one, but we'll see what else what other teams come up. But this weekend is the Arizona trial
On Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday, because this weekend they're doing Saturday WizKids Open.
Ooh.
Sunday is the trial
At 2 p.m., right?
Yeah, 2 p.m. It's at Orc's Lair.
Nice. Very cool.
I know that Colin's gonna probably be playing the Sentinel team because he just bought the Sapphire battery for me.
Oh, nice.
And he said that he's hopefully gets here in time because I want to play it. And yeah, like it'll get there. It shipped out today. They'll probably get it by Thursday.
Yeah. No. Well, what's today?
Thursday.
No, it'll probably be there Wednesday.
It's a first class, so it's 2 to 3 days. So it's most likely 3 days because it's out of state. It's in Arizona.
Yeah. Did you make it before 5?
Yeah. I made it before 5. It might. It also remember it depends on their area because it's out of state, so it can always. Yeah. It always depends on how their mailman or their whatever.
Their mail services. Yeah.
Because it could be different over there than here.
I will say United States Post Service is hell of a lot better than FedEx. UPS is good, but FedEx sucks.
I'm not gonna argue that because FedEx messes up my shit all the time.
Oh, dude, all the time.
So.
Yeah, all the time. So that's the thing.
But,
we did our team idea. Majestix trial coming up on the 23rd at 2 p.m. in Arizona.
Dude, it'll. So also the week after, you're gonna go. Dude, we're gonna really try to go to Roseville.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I don't know, man. It's so far. I just realized, sorry, Ernie, dude. It's like 7.5 hours.
I know. I got to figure out what I'm playing.
Well, you could play Sentinels.
I could.
Or you could play Mojo.
I could.
Because you have the Venom Hulk that you wanted to do, right?
I do. That's a thing.
Then you should do that.
Maybe. I could play Mojo.
You've been practicing it?
I've practiced a bunch of teams. I could play I haven't practiced Sentinels, but I can figure it out. It's like you move up and attack, right?
What?
You move up and attack.
I mean, there's a lot more than that, man. You got to know which dial to start on in certain matchups.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm teasing you.
Yeah, because because you have to plan for the Tri-Sentinel to go in the next.
Yeah.
On the next turn, it's very, very important because if not, then you could just die. There is a chance you'd lose to Mojo if you don't position right. Because if they have Storm can pulse.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, her range is only 6. So you need to position in a way that she can't reach everybody.
Okay.
So that's the only point of concern. Like, she might get 1 or 2, but as long as she doesn't get all 3 of them, you win. Because you can kill Mojo the next turn.
What if there's other pulse waivers that have a bigger range?
Okay, but they need to do what's one that can deal more than 1 damage? That can do 1 damage to everybody.
Oh, past the toughness?
Because they have toughness. Remember, Storm specifically says they can't go below her click number.
Ah,
right.
Very good.
That's why she's important.
I forgot about that part too. Jeez, yeah, she's just so gross.
So you can't, but she has to get really close. And if let's say on turn 1 you generate 1 Sentinel or 2, those 2 can kill Mojo the next turn because you can't. They can't bat signal back, so Mojo will be like in the middle of the map.
Yeah, like dead in the water.
So all you need to do at that point is go over there, do some stuff, and then the remaining Tri-Sentinel comes over and does his thing. Because you can easily kill him. I mean, it's not hard. He's only 8 clicks, and if you're close, if you position right, and you have like boxing glove.
Oh, the CCE, you're done. Yeah,
that's just a lot of damage you could kill him with. Even if they make to the next turn, they still got to fight the Sentinels because you're still also rolling more leaderships.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I said, it depends on how you position, right? and how
I
they
got 2 weeks to
position
figure it out.
But I mean, like I think you should play Mojo. Because it's good,
Yeah.
but I also would like to see if it's as good as a lot of people tout it to be.
Okay.
Unless you feel comfortable playing something else.
I don't know. I'll dig something up.
I mean, the Sentinels are fun. Like, if you want to play a fun meme team, you play Sentinels.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you this much.
Millennium Stone team.
Like, I'll tell you this much. No one's going to be mad if we lose to you because you're playing such a cool team.
This is true.
So they're like, oh my God, that's so cool. You know, they're not going to feel that bad. Of course, it's going to be like, God damn it, that sucks. But no, it's not going to be as bad as some people.
That's Mojo. Just poured it across the map and destroying
his team. Now that, they're like, oh, this is stupid. You don't have to do it. You just did it.
No, it is completely stupid. I agree 100%.
So,
it's all right. We'll talk. We'll figure it out. I'll see what I'll figure out. But yeah.
Wait,
I think
was Landers at was he in Texas this weekend?
Yeah, he was at Space Kids.
I saw his picture. It was like, wow, he just went there for that, or what? Just to go visit?
Go hang out with Alan.
Oh, okay.
Like him and Alan are friends. So just went out
cool.
there. You know. And we'll talk about nationals. Want to purchase. So yeah. All right then. I think that's it, man.
Yeah. Perfect timing. So this weekend, the trial in Arizona, and then the week after that, there's going to be the trial in Roseville, and then the 1K. So everything should be coming in, the tokens, everything. Mm-hmm. I'll let you know about that when it comes. Trophy, everything. So it should all be coming in within the next 2 weeks. So by the time March 1st comes, everything should be here already, ready to go.
Nice. Sounds good, dude.
So, all right, guys. Good luck. Anybody who's going to be going to Arizona. Obviously, the guys in Arizona. Good luck at the WizKids Open. Until next time, guys. When in doubt, flex the attack.
Don't forget to practice on your dice, guys. Take it easy.
Shake it, Cali. West Coast.